Is it? It's the same thing you got this morning. Same thing you got home this Give me 2 copies. Anybody else want a copy? You want a copy of this? I got an next one.
I don't think it's not correct.
Oh, okay. I put my older seat in the How's that? Is that better?
Bring the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. President here. Vice President
Here.
Michelle, not here. Cleo.
Here.
Cindy.
Here.
Hank.
Here.
Mansell.
Here.
Mayor, not here. Secretary, Mary Beth, here. Old business, resolution 2230, Act 57, property tax penalty waiver provision. Do you all have a copy of it?
Let's see. This isn't.
Says the act requires taxing districts to impose taxes on assessed value of real property to adopt a resolution or ordinance within 90 days of the effective date of the act and not later than January 9th, 2023. Directing the tax collector to waive additional charges for real estate tax in certain situations. Since 2 weeks ago, has everybody had the opportunity to read it over? Looking for a motion to adopt resolution 2230, property tax penalty waiver provision.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Cleo,
I'll second it.
seconded by Cindy. Roll call vote. President, yes. Vice President,
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Hank,
Yes.
Mansell.
Yes.
Motion passes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One absent. Adopt Tioga PCC voting delegate appointment resolution. Looking for one primary voting delegate and first alternate and second alternate for the school district, I believe, for tax collection committee representative. For the school district, it requires the governing bodies of the school district, townships, boroughs, and cities that impose an earned income tax to appoint one voting delegate and one or more alternative delegate to the tax collection committee representatives. The purpose of this resolution is to appoint a required delegates. The appointed individuals are consented to appointment. This is for the governing body of the Tioga, Northern Tioga School District.
So they do their own collection of taxes and everything. Local tax rate.
Anybody want to be a delegate? No delegates, move on.
I do. I need a very clear record.
You want to be a delegate?
Sure, I can be appointed. Generally, the meetings are only like once or twice a year.
Excuse me?
The meetings are generally only once or twice a year. It's not.
I have no idea.
This is something new, we've never had
There are several
delegate
boroughs that
before
have.
that I would ever recall.
You want to fill out your name and address here? Need a first alternative? Anybody interested in the job?
Don't look at me.
Anthony?
I don't know anything about it. I would have to find out more.
I don't have a clue about anything about it, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can,
I don't know where they meet, how often they meet, or
Probably meet the Elkland.
Elkland at the school district office, I'm sure. And I doubt if the first alternative would ever be called or second alternative.
Yeah, I can do that.
Except right up here.
You have to have a motion to
Appoint
accept him
this?
as our delegate.
I would say, yeah. Take it.
I'll make that motion.
Let's see if we get a second alternative here.
Pardon?
See if we get a second alternative first. Anyone else interested in being the second alternative for voting delegate? If not, I'd like a motion to accept Jessica Barron and Anthony
Urbano.
Barbano.
Ivana.
Urbano.
You.
Or just AU. AU.
Still looking for a motion, or for a motion to accept these?
I motion it. Second.
Motion by Hank, second by Mansell. President, yes. Vice President,
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Hank,
Yes.
Mansell.
Yeah.
Vote 6-0, 1 absent. Okay. New business, adopt 2023 budget.
Can I make a motion to amend the agenda, please?
It's not on the, you want to put it on the agenda, I take it?
Yeah, please.
The problem with that is I don't think it's gonna be able to be advertised for another 10 days and then be adopted by December 31st.
I thought we had till the 15th of January.
It's December 31st.
Thursday, it used to be.
No, last I knew it was January 15th, we had to have the taxes in.
No, the way I read it, it was December 31st. if it's, what,
I think it's 15 to open it up.
yeah, January 15th, open it up, and then it has to be adopted by February 15th.
There's still time.
Make a motion to, what your issue is with the budget.
I'm gonna keep the taxes the same. I don't think we should lower them. No, there's, with what we're going through,
So make a motion to have it open, and get a second, we'll vote on it.
Second.
We haven't got
make a
first
mo-
yet.
yeah, motion to open,
Motion made by Cindy to open the budget, seconded by Mansell. Roll call vote, President, no. Bob,
What's the motion?
to open the budget to be revised.
Revise the tax number.
I think we have to adopt the budget that has been open to the public.
There's a
If you wanna
motion on,
change it, would that be done by January the 15th?
So I vote no.
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
No.
Cindy,
yes.
Hank,
Please think about this.
Yeah.
Mansell?
Yes.
Okay. Motion failed 3-3. Okay, we're back to adopt the 23 budget. It's been advertised, you have, opportunity to look it over.
Fire tax is wrong on here by about $1,500 to $2,000.
Excuse me?
The fire tax on here, the real estate tax for the fire, it's lowballed at 15,000.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 16,500.
The monthly payment at 8.5.
This is per the tax assessor. It's 16,542.
And that's what is, would it be paid to them monthly?
No, right here, that's what's gonna be paid to them.
The
In all.
15,000 is in the budget. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but we
what's
got
budgeted.
We got 16,500.
I think 15 is what's budgeted.
Yeah, but where are we coming up with 2,000 here and another 28,000 that we didn't transfer?
Okay, but the bottom line is, the budget is a guide. It's not,
Right,
okay?
and I
So,
could see it within $1,000, but we're talking $30,000 difference here.
in the fire department
In
budget?
everything that I can see. There's
Well-
30,000 right off the top.
Well, come January 15th, if you wanna open the budget again, then you can open the budget again. Right now, it's up for
The
adoption.
taxpayers have a right to this.
It's not right. We don't have this money.
We don't have what money?
We don't have the money for EPA, DEP, and now we're 30,000 in the hole between property taxes and that 28,000.
Okay,
Where's that money coming from?
okay, first of all, what is left over on this year in December 31st?
That's not how you do a budget with leftovers.
I don't say that, but you're telling, we're still in 2022.
And this is 2023 I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. How much revenue did we collect in 2022?
I don't know because
Okay.
nothing's transferred around.
Okay, what we collected is less
Yeah, true.
than what is budgeted now. Okay? So we had surplus of over $50,000.
Because you're not fixing anything
Okay?
and we have
And
a
then the
lot.
law is that you don't budget money to stockpile it. Okay? You don't take money from the taxpayers to stockpile. That's the law. Okay?
But if you're not fixing things, these people aren't getting the services they're paying for.
So what's not budgeted what's not budgeted?
We're going in the hole.
Well, show me.
The
I just did.
$11,000 in civil penalties
Tell
E
from
me, show
DEP
me.
is a good
Right
start.
here, the fire department, they brought it to my attention.
Okay.
They're worried about it.
They're not worried about it.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. They can't do their budget if we can't guarantee this money.
What makes you think we can't guarantee the money?
Well, what are we gonna do when we get done with the lawyers and we're
It's all budgeted.
if we're
It's
we're
not.
not budgeted?
You've got $7,500 for a solicitor. That's less than 20 hours of that $400 an hour.
So my question
How
is,
much money did the solicitor charge you last year?
No, how much is this $400 an hour going to charge?
Okay, hang on.
We have ongoing.
Hey, hold it,
cases.
hold it. Ask for the floor if you want to speak. That's
See,
what-
this is,
There was
Gordy,
no
this is
public
why we
comment
should
on
have
the
had
agenda.
that meeting together,
So
that we
that's
could have had a
not
working
good
session,
agenda.
and we could have went over this, and I could have had this all figured out.
You could have had it all.
Well, she could have helped.
You should have figured out 18 and 19 when we were $250,000 in
Yeah,
debt.
let's keep moving here.
Okay,
Oh,
but anyway,
here we
you
go.
got a motion, we need a motion to adopt the 2023 budget.
What's gonna happen when the money runs out and we're still in litigation? When is enough's enough? We could be all,
You're gonna be bankrupt.
our money could be gone and we're still in litigation. What's gonna happen?
Well, if that's the issue, then we will do whatever, but there's plenty of money.
What is
We-
the answer
what
for
is
do whatever?
There's
Do whatever
plenty-
is
there's
not an
plenty of
answer.
money.
We are taxpayers,
Hey,
we
you
deserve that
don't have the
answer.
floor, okay?
What is do whatever?
What is do
I
whatever?
make
Do
a
whatever is a
motion
horrible
To
response.
adopt the 2023.
Who did this? Who did this budget? Did you do this
The
budget,
finance
Robert?
committee did it.
No, they didn't. Did you do this,
We
Robert?
worked on it as a committee.
Who was, who's
So
the
you're telling
committee?
me that
Who's the
you
committee?
and Michelle
Hey, whoa,
worked right
you don't,
before you
yes,
worked
yes,
on? I'm just
you
asking
don't
who the
have the
finance
floor.
committee is.
You
Michelle?
don't have the floor, okay?
And obviously you have poor control
No.
of the finances of this borough.
That's a lie.
What's the law?
Finance committee did not work on it.
Hell, it didn't.
So you're
I'll
saying
second the
that
motion.
you,
Second made, roll call vote,
This is
President,
what led us
think
to
Yes.
where we are
long
today.
and hard about this.
Refusal to talk to these
There are a
people.
lot of people angry.
Vice President,
Yes.
They got deeper pockets
Miss-
than we got, folks.
Courtright absent, Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No.
Hank,
What is this now?
to adopt the budget.
To adopt the 4.664, to lower the taxes.
No, this isn't right. This isn't right for
This
this
is
town.
awful.
No.
Thank you, Hank.
Mansell?
Voting to adopt the budget.
Okay,
No.
okay, I don't know what you're gonna do now, but you haven't got a budget for 2015.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Let's sit down and work on it together.
Work
you
on it
can't, you can't open it
together.
till January 15th.
Well, then we'll sit down and work on it then.
Well, we'll have a
It
special
shouldn't be
meeting.
over a couple days.
Hey, we'll have a special meeting and we'll pass the budget then, okay?
Everyone should work on it together, the council, the entire council
No,
together.
no, the council
Yeah.
brings it, the finance committee brings it to the council, okay? They've
We
had
used to
it,
work on it all
they
together.
adopted-
That
They
meeting should be
adopted-
open to public,
they adopted the tentative budget 2 weeks ago.
and it failed.
No, it
It
didn't,
did
it
not
passed.
Fast.
This one tonight didn't pass,
This is the permanent budget.
Right.
and it didn't pass.
And you've yet to tell me what you don't,
There's not enough money to
Where?
get us to go where we gotta go.
Leave the
Where-
tax rate where it
Where's the
is.
budget say where it is?
okay, tell me where there's not enough, which
How are you
line?
gonna pay for these attorney fees based on lowering taxes?
Okay. We didn't collect this much money last year.
Gordy, we're talking
fixing
$450 freaking dollars an hour.
All right, guys, we already voted on it. Can we move on? You didn't pass the budget.
That doesn't bother everybody sitting at this table.
It better,
What
it should.
happens when the money runs out, folks?
How do you know it's gonna run out?
Yeah, what makes you
Because
think?
DEP's got deeper pockets, we got Cleo.
DEP and E.
How
Can we
would you
move
know?
on, guys?
How
We
would
just
you know
Hey,
voted.
you just voted.
I know what we have.
Whoa,
I know
you
what
just
they got.
voted.
They're
You didn't vote
limited.
for the budget. You didn't vote for the budget, okay? Moving on.
This is what brought us here, not complying to EPA or DEP.
Okay. Approve the calendar to advertise the 2023 regular council meeting. That would be the first Monday of the month unless it falls on a holiday, and then it'll be the following day, would be Tuesday.
Where's the location? Still here at Herbs?
Uh,
I make a motion to.
Okay. That'll be added to the budget, or added to the agenda. Made a motion to accept the calendar as the first Monday of the month, or if it falls on a holiday, it'll be Tuesday. Motion made by Bob. Need a second?
Second.
Second by Cleo. Roll call vote, President, yes. Vice President,
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Hank,
Yes.
Mansell.
Yes.
Okay, 6-0 passes.
Can I
Okay,
get the floor for a second?
yeah,
Seems to be some confusion. Who's the members of the finance committee?
it is Michelle, Bob, and myself.
No,
That's what you have on paper, isn't it?
that's what I have on paper.
That's right.
Okay, so ask him how many people it was involved in that budget.
When does the finance
All
committee
three.
meet?
All three was there.
All three.
All
Is there-
three had input on the budget.
Oh, here we go.
All right, now wait a minute. Let me ask this question. Is there any reason why, when you're doing the budget for the year, and I'm just asking this because I don't know,
Okay.
is there any reason that all committee members couldn't be involved in the discussion?
We've always been like that.
Okay,
You
because
can have
that's how,
working-
because if you have 4, then you have a quorum, and you
No.
have to have a public meeting.
True.
No,
Not
ESAP says you can
I
have
had
a working
public
meeting.
meetings all the time,
Yeah, but
Gordy,
you were- but you-
and I had.
Okay, but you were not a
It's the
political
same
party
rule.
elected. You
It's
were
the same
elected by a
rule.
political party.
Well, I was elected.
Right,
Yeah,
it's the
but-
same
And the
rule.
same rule
Robert's
for-
rule of order.
It's the same rule, Robert's Rules of Order.
Robert's
No,
rule of order
it's
is,
actually by the sunshine law.
yeah,
It's the same thing.
Which is the same
As
thing.
long as you're.
no.
Yes,
No.
it is.
It's pretty damn close.
It's the same thing.
I'm just saying that if I was sitting on the council and you're voting for a budget, I would sure as heck wanna know what's in said budget.
Especially if you're.
What's
doing
what?
audit for
So we did that, we advertised.
We
it for-
advertised it
It's been on display.
been on display
In the office.
And we
for
should-
2 weeks.
We should have
on display.
dialogue on what's in the
Okay,
budget.
and the tentative budget passed, and this is identical to the tentative,
No,
okay?
We voted
But
on
what
that,
I'm
argued
saying
over
is, do these other, Hank, Cleo, who are not on the finance committee, correct?
Right.
Do you have any input on that? If you saw something on there that you didn't like, could you come up and say, hey, guys, I don't like this?
I
Okay,
could say it, yes.
okay. It was on display.
I understand that.
They did not
Yes, we did.
open their
Yes, we
peepers
did.
till
So if
just
I
now.
give
Yes,
you
we did.
documents
Till
from the
just now.
taxes,
Listen to
as long
the
as they
tape.
show
We
you
voted
what you
to-
have is incorrect.
Past council meeting
numbers,
to approve the
what
budget.
you want it fixed.
What I'm saying
Changes and should have been
is,
stated at that
you
time.
said
I
the council
questioned it
meeting
at that time.
members, if you met somewhere, that doesn't constitute a public meeting and it doesn't constitute a
Thank you.
quorum.
Thank you.
What,
No, the issue
No,
is the
no.
quantity of,
No, it does not.
no, it has nothing to do with that.
it does.
And so you argued the opposite way
No, I'm
before.
not. If you don't make
said
no
if we had more
decisions,
than- We had 4
as
people,
long
we had,
as
we
you
couldn't have a
don't
meeting.
make no
Why are we debating
decisions.
this?
Right.
There's no
Ready?
point.
Eagles.
The
I told you that for
ESAP
20
said you
years.
can have him.
I stated my case, I said what I said, and I don't think I'm far off.
You're not off.
Mm-mm. That's how the rest of, every other town does it that way.
Well, it doesn't matter what every other else.
No, every other town gets together and they discuss it. They go on a
Nothing
Saturday.
says, unless it's a controlled public meeting to do business, that you can't talk with all 7 of you in one place. That doesn't constitute a public meeting because it wasn't advertised.
Right.
Don't tell me any otherwise.
Meeting as defined by the sunshine law. Any prearranged gathering of an agency which is attended or participated in by a quorum of the members of an agency held for the purpose of delivering agency business
Here we go.
or taking official action.
Or
We're not
delivery,
taking-
or make it, we're not
You
making official
deliberate.
act.
It's not making any
discussion-
official action,
When you
it's just-
deliberate,
A
When you
discussion
deliberate-
is not an official action.
okay, so let's go up to deliberation. The
We'll
dis-
find a word that fits, that makes
The
it wrong.
discussion of agency business held for the purpose of making a decision.
Right.
So when you're deliberating about a budget, you're making a decision.
No, you're
No,
not.
it's
Yes, you
not
are.
deliberating.
You're,
what
you're not
just
making a
putting it
decision until you
together.
vote on
For
it.
the purpose of making a decision,
Oh.
not making the
Oh.
decision, that's what it says.
No, I am not.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
That's not how it works.
Go back to
There
Bob,
was,
too.
there was a litigation, Reading Eagle versus Berks County, Richmond Township, where the council members were sued by the Reading Eagle, and the council members won, because the council members were in a quorum, and they were not making a decision.
Thank you.
You can look it up online.
Hank, I'm telling you what the sunshine law says.
That's
all I'm
the
telling you.
law.
Well,
Well,
It's
yeah,
law.
In 2013, it was changed.
okay, you,
thank you.
Bob, I'm not trying to get into a big ass debate here, but you and I can read the Bible and come up with 2 different interpretations of what it says.
So if what you say is factual, it's in the
Look it up.
law,
I've already looked it up.
and they won,
Yep.
based on the same scenario,
Yep.
that means legally we can do it. You can't add or subtract from that.
Well, then how come Cindy Burrows keeps harping that we're having illegal meetings?
We're having what?
Illegal meetings.
I never said a word about an illegal meeting. When? Give me a date. Give me a date and time, and I told you you had an illegal meeting.
Whoa, the legal meeting means that, Gordy, if I come in,
Give me a date and time, Gordy.
You
You
said-
lying again, or you lying still?
No. Okay, did
Lying
anyone
again?
else here say this?
Why are we debating this?
Okay, but anyway.
No, you can't.
Okay, getting back to
Liar.
Cindy's question that there's no money designated for this issue with DEP or EPA.
okay, how much is there, Gordy?
There is $75,500,
So we can get a generator.
okay?
Where?
There is professional services under solicitor, there's 7,500,
Okay, that'll get us less than 20 hours, go
okay?
ahead.
Under 429.31 on wastewater collective professional services.
That's the operator.
That's the
So
operator.
the operator is up above it, under full-time, part-time.
No,
down
we're talking licensed
no,
operator.
that's
Okay,
Apex.
let's try
Then there's
to-
contracted services, 30,000. Then there's professional services under water of 3,500.
That's
Then there's additional
That's Apex.
22,000 under contracted services.
That's APAC.
That's your opinion.
Apex. No, that's what
Guys,
contracted
we already
services
voted.
are.
Okay, it's over
What's the
with.
discussion?
This is
We already voted.
Apex.
You want to argue something? he
Where are
can't
the
argue.
fines located? Where are the fines that we have set aside the money?
Civil penalties,
PennDOT, we owe how much?
11 something.
That.
just shy of $12,000.
I
Okay,
wanna be
okay,
all
hold
night debating stuff that does not matter.
Where
We
are the
already
fines?
here.
Okay.
Where's the money
To go
coming
to the
from the
agenda.
fines?
What fines?
The
Civil
fines we're
penalties.
going to get.
We're going to get, you're anticipating fines.
Oh, yes.
Okay. You
Because
also-
you're refusing to do what they say. Where is the money coming out of? What, where?
Okay, we're moving on.
What's the status of the $6,000?
There is no place for any
penalty?
Previous borough invoices and action
Nationwide,
taken.
we're with trouble with EPA.
Where are these in?
Refusal to do anything they ask us to do.
Okay. I've got a couple things here that when I asked for, from Dana, when I asked for right to know requests. One was a bill here from Richard McCoy, attorney in Wellsboro, for $20-some hundred on 10/25/19. Can anybody tell me what that bill is?
Yeah, it's for your lien.
Okay,
And
why,
where you refuse to pay the money for water.
okay, why did they never hire that attorney?
I don't know, I wasn't on council then.
Okay. And then
Is that on
also,
the
If that
agenda?
lien is not renewed,
No.
it drops
yeah,
off.
yeah, it's right here.
By the way.
Previous borough invoices
You know
and
what?
action taken.
June, I have the.
Very last item on the agenda.
Okay. Okay, the next one is the settlement agreement that the borough had wrote up between the borough and myself to remove that lien. It's signed by the borough, but I never received a copy of it back in 2019.
Who signed
Who
it?
signed it?
James Frew III on 11/27/19.
He had no authorization.
He's a worker.
Yeah, he's a
Well,
worker.
Well,
Let me
all
see that.
I'm telling you is,
Well, I don't care. He's a worker. He's an employee. He used to be an employee.
Is there a list of the invoices, or is that,
well,
are there other invoices?
they're all listed right there. These are the
Collaborative
ones.
lawyer.
No, it's not signed, it's not, nothing.
Call, yeah, ask him. What made him, who gave him the authority to do that?
He's a worker.
They can be here at the January meeting, why not?
What does that?
Can I see
I
it?
don't even know if that's his signature.
I don't either. You have to send it to him, get the picture of it, send it to him.
Is there another one?
It's not, that's
Request
probably.
his
we won't
attendance
see.
at the
there
January
another one?
meeting for this.
Oh, invoice
Is
and
there
action.
another
Request his
invoice?
attendance at the January meeting for that, for clarification.
The only thing is you can't hold a gun to their head and make them come.
Well, he had the legal right to agree to that anyway, period.
Correct.
End of discussion.
It was never, you can't even find any meeting minutes on this. This is a, never heard of it before.
Well, somebody had an attorney draw it up.
I'm gonna say Richard McCoy,
Well, it's not signed.
LLC, 29
Well, that's on the bill.
Main Street, Wellsboro.
What is
This
that?
attorney was never hired by the
He had a
borough.
lien on his property.
Yeah, I know about that.
This is a
Did you
worker
see
that
this?
used to be in charge of the water and sewer,
The lien
like a
is still
supervisor. He just automatically signed that and says that the lien is gone, or went and got a lawyer.
Well, the lien's not gone, so.
Yeah, the lien's not gone, it's there.
Well, he's saying that that's his evidence
No.
to get rid of it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, who had this drawn up?
What did it cost?
I don't
I
know.
have no
I
idea.
don't know.
I don't know.
I've never seen it before.
You can let me look at it.
I'd never seen it before.
Well, he's gonna ask the
Okay.
guy.
You offered it to me, so you
Oh, yeah.
let me look at it?
You're welcome to look at it.
Right here.
Also, at the time, that was the borough office. Water Authority.
Is there a stamp on that?
I don't see one.
It doesn't get stamped till it gets recorded.
It's still gotta be stamped. It's gotta
When it's
come-
recorded.
It's gotta become somebody official.
It's gotta be recorded.
There's
It's
a
not been
stamp on
recorded.
there.
It can't be recorded until both parties sign it.
There's a stamp on
Whoever
there.
writes that up is gonna sign it.
It was drawn up by some attorney, I don't know who.
It wasn't drawn up. An attorney would have signed it.
That was the office for the water and sewer department at that time.
This is stamped here.
Yeah.
And this was done in 19?
Yeah.
And who is James, whatever his name
James
is?
Frew,
Yeah.
he was, whatever for the borough. He's the one that called all the shots for the borough.
He was like a supervisor of the workers.
He's the one that was the go-between the contractor and the slip lining, the $400,000 loan.
Does he have that kind of authority?
No,
I have no idea.
Okay, well,
Unless he's
number one, you didn't sign this, so this document's really.
No, I just found it. Now I wanna know who had it drawn up.
Well, where'd it come from?
Where'd it come from? That's the
But
question.
here's the next thing.
Where'd you get that?
They never hired this lawyer,
When you say they, who are you talking about?
Lawrenceville Borough Council.
And when was this done?
Is it dated there?
how do you know?
That was
he
a
didn't?
bill. That was done in several.
19.
Yeah, he billed the borough 4 or 5 times here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's before I started showing up.
And then here's a bill for me when the water authority was still in effect. By Lawrenceville Borough,
This was billed to you,
yeah.
and that's the charges on the 54 Main Street property?
Right. This is when the water authority was not dissolved until April,
Right.
and this is 3 months
So
before
it's
that.
safe to say that if you didn't pay those charges, there's a lien against that property, correct?
Yeah, but the lien
They never were built.
I was never billed.
You were never billed because at that time, you weren't paying anything. Because you
What?
were, and you couldn't collect on it at the same time because you were in office.
What are you talking about?
That's what your ethics charge stemmed from.
No,
Yes.
you don't have
Yes,
no
it
idea
is.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
It
Okay,
is.
let me ask this question. If I, on 7 Beffard's Riverside Estates, chose not to pay my water bill,
Right,
you'd shut it off, and
Yes.
eventually,
yes,
you would go through the deal to put a lien against my property, correct?
correct, yeah.
So the only way for me to get rid of said lien would be to pay those charges. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
So let me ask this, do we send a water bill to the borough office currently?
No,
Why not?
You know if you don't pay that, there's gonna
Why?
be another ethics charge.
Because it's a
Okay.
borough.
You're now
See,
asking the
here's-
public.
See, here's something
We
that
don't
you
bill
don't
the fire
know.
department
Okay.
or the
If that
borough.
drops off in June,
Here's something
it's
that you
not
don't know.
renewed.
Okay, from August of 16 to January of 18,
Yeah.
I never received a water bill. I never received an overdue notice. I never received a shut-off notice. I never had a meter reading,
Right.
okay? They never read the meter.
That's because I believe you told him you didn't have water on. If I remember right.
Here's a simple question. Is the water on in that building right now as we speak?
Yes.
It is.
There's been, and it gets a bill every month.
The property that has a lien against it, the municipal lien for the water bill, has
Yeah.
water on currently
Yeah.
in there.
That's illegal.
Now, another thing is that when the borough took over the water authority, they had to pay all the water authorities outstanding debts. Okay?
Okay.
Is this on the agenda someplace, Gordy?
Yes.
Going after 20,
It is. but
the previous
You
council?
looking for a vote or what?
No, I wanna know who hired this guy, who did this,
Call
and who did
How long
this.
you had it? Call him.
How long I had it about 4 days.
You didn't call
Call
the
him?
attorney? You didn't call through and ask him?
No, I don't know how to get a hold of Prue. Richard McCoy is represented by the borough of Lawrenceville. He
Okay,
doesn't
you-
represent me.
You can't call and ask them?
My
Hey,
attorney represents me.
Well, that's understandable,
Okay.
but if you want to
This-
get down to the bottom of that,
Okay.
Call them.
After my attorney wrote a letter to Richard McCoy, okay,
Right.
and explained the facts, okay? Then somebody wrote this agreement, okay?
okay,
And did you read it? It says
Yeah.
under circumstances that are
Yes,
confusing or whatever,
No, it's
okay?
right,
Okay, and in that letter, it was that I never got billed or whatever,
okay.
all right? But what I wanna know is, who authorized this in the borough to have this done?
Well, you've got a signature on there, from what I'm understanding, wasn't
Jim Fruit,
authorized to
yes.
give you that. So I guess you'd have
Okay.
to research that and find out who drew that document up.
And it should be in the borough office in the minutes.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing in the minutes of
Well, then it
research.
didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen.
I'm using your
This,
words.
this invoice
If
is
it's not
not,
in the minutes, it
okay.
didn't happen.
Yep.
hiring this attorney is not in the minutes,
Right.
okay?
Didn't
So it
happen.
never happened?
I don't know. Did it?
Why is this not in the finance committee talks to actually find this stuff out before it even comes here?
Why?
Yes.
I just run across it when I
4
asked
days
for
ago.
4 days ago.
So when you say you just run across it 4 days ago, or you just received it 4
I
days
just
ago?
run across it. What I mean is, Dana, I asked her for a right to know request, and I listed about 12 items for my attorney, okay?
Alright.
And these were neither one of the items, but the borough, for some reason, has a file on me alone. It's about half-inch thick, and it pertains to different items in the borough, like where I was refused for abatement. And then there's memo on there that says he's gonna ask why he was refused, what do we say? That kind of stuff in these memos.
And you're referring back to the previous council before this one?
Yes,
Previous council or secretary
No.
4 years ago.
Who was the secretary 4 years ago?
Jill Hall,
Bill Hall.
okay.
In fairness, Mr. Chilson, how much personal, do you want that shared, that document? How much personal information's in it? Do you want that shared? Do you want us to ask?
In this,
What you're asking everybody?
it's public knowledge. You go to the courthouse, it's public knowledge.
If you wanna share it with me just a second, I'll share it with everyone, cause there's the people that aren't here are watching. So.
I mean,
I'm happy to help you share that document.
Yeah,
but
if
it's
you
got
wanna,
personal
if you wanna
information,
ask,
I
when
do.
did the borough hire this attorney, that's fine, okay?
No, the question that you were asking.
That's what I'm asking, is when did they hire this attorney?
It is.
And the next thing is, when did the borough hire this company to do a forensic review?
I don't know what that
Okay.
company is, so.
You don't got the answers?
No, it's not in the minutes. They never hired this guy.
So you look back, the date that was signed. What's the date on the front of it?
Is that
April.
forensic audit, they paid $20,000 or something? for it?
They paid $14,000 for
So
this.
you look back through the minutes, it's not in there.
No. Okay?
I haven't looked, so I can't, that's hard for me to believe. I'm not saying it's not, but it's hard for me to believe.
So you think that forensic audit wasn't done when they dissolved
This is
the
not a
authority?
forensic audit.
What is it?
It is a forensic review.
Why are we discussing your own personal issues here?
Why?
Yeah.
Because this slanders me
All
in about
about
half a
voice.
dozen times. And you and your wife.
I don't care. I did
I
nothing
know you
wrong.
don't, but you did at the time.
Mr. Chilson,
I did nothing wrong.
When we're done, if that's public stuff that you
Me and
want
my
like
wife.
shared to ask, can I get
The hell
with
are
the
you talking about
secretary
now?
and I can scan those in?
I wanna know,
So can
know,
everyone see
what
it?
I'm asking is, she's not here, former President Helgamo, okay? Who authorized this to be done?
Yeah, what I'm saying is without us being able to see those documents.
No,
there's-
just look in the minutes and tell me.
What minutes? You said
The,
it's
the
missing.
borough minutes,
You'd have to go back to 2018 or
And
2019.
you gotta look
Yeah.
to see the
okay?
check, if there's a check there, who signed the check,
$14,000, okay?
who signed it?
I didn't look.
Well, who-
I'm not sure. I'm
All I
not
know is
sure
what the
if
bill
I'm-
was.
Well, if that had all this stuff that you had before you, I'd be doing some
Do
research.
you understand
This
what
looks
it
like
is?
a humble.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be here. I don't think
Okay,
it-
so anyway, nobody has any answers, so
Uh,
We could find out. If you pass that information on, we could find that information.
I don't know.
You're gonna find out who,
We could
who
find,
authorized?
if you have documents there that has dates and names, we could definitely find out.
There's nothing in the
You can
minutes.
look at a check.
I'm not even bothering the minutes. I'm
who
gonna find
authorized
out
the
who
check?
wrote the document.
All right, I'll be with you whenever you want to.
Okay,
Okay.
So look at the check,
Okay.
look who signed it.
that's what I'm gonna find out. All of the information, that has to have a back history, so
Right.
it's pretty
Oh, come
easy.
on.
Yeah, check it out.
Huh?
But they know it's gonna be public.
That's fine.
Okay.
When are you leaving to go south, so we can make this appointment?
Do it tomorrow?
Tomorrow's good. I'm good.
I'm free tomorrow.
Okay. 7 o'clock tomorrow night? Oh, yeah, 7 o'clock tomorrow night?
Works for me.
Okay.
With him, but I can't get anything.
Okay, I need, some items put on the agenda. Cleaning the rug in the borough office, hiring, Jerry Fiddler as a painter to paint the office, or paint the big room, and to buy chairs and a couple of tables.
I thought we got a guy that does the maintenance.
Got a couple of them that does the maintenance.
Yeah, but they're, I mean, you can,
The old guy that's been painting for the last 5 years.
all right, you want him to paint the building or
Well,
office? That's
we already
fine.
pay him, why not?
Just hired other people for
Okay.
Jim or
Why aren't they
Wayne.
doing it?
That's fine,
Well, you can pay that.
that's
What do we
fine.
paint, inside,
Okay.
outside?
Can I get the floor again?
Yeah, go ahead.
My opinion would be is if you had a borough employee that you couldn't trust to paint, maybe you shouldn't be trusting him with other things inside the borough, that's all
Well,
I'm saying.
I'm telling you,
What do we paint, the
In regard
inside?
to this, you need chairs, right?
yeah, we need chairs and tables, yeah.
What do we paint, Gordy?
We're paying, I said the big room, you weren't listening.
No, you said the building.
No, he said the big room.
I
He didn't say the big room.
I didn't hear.
That's what I just said, you were listening.
I was listening.
Let's
not
go,
you.
let's go back to this deal where you said my wife and I
I would have to
were
get the
involved.
rug cleaner down to,
Isn't that what he said?
shoulder across from,
He's so
We'll
cool.
find that out because it's related to that one document he had.
Fred's Friendly Friends.
My wife and I were down there.
7 o'clock tomorrow.
That road, this room's empty out.
Probably there.
Yeah, just follow the money.
Jerry Fiddler said
We gotta find out
he'll
that.
supply the equipment and the labor and the paint and the materials for $400 to do that. And we need to buy about 32 chairs and
We got money to
3
redo,
tables.
but we don't have money to fix anything.
We can't put a generator, but we buy chairs and a table.
Uh,
You guys
I need a motion to put that on the agenda.
Everything's on.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bob to put that on the agenda. Need a second? Second by Cleo. Roll call vote to
It's a waste.
clean the rug.
To clean up the agenda.
Was that?
I thought you just listed those things to put on the agenda.
Yeah, that's what we just did. We just added those 3 to the agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, roll call vote, we voted on it.
Yeah.
So now we're going through the
I'm
other separate items.
confused on what it is. So
Hang
it's
on,
painting the big room.
Wait a minute. So we made a motion, add chairs, tables, and the carpet cleaning to the agenda.
And the
I,
paper. And the
Cleo
paper.
second it, we need a roll call vote on
I thought we did.
No.
Okay, Gordy, yes. Bob,
it. Yes.
Why?
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
Somebody doesn't have a cleaner that
Cindy.
they can do the rugs?
Right.
No.
Why doesn't
Hey.
someone from
Yes.
council come in and clean it?
Mansell,
No. I'm okay with cleaning, but I'm not okay with the other.
okay. Now I need a motion to hire Jerry Fiddler to supply all the materials and whatever.
You
We
just
just
said you're
said-
gonna have a
we
guy
said-
hired.
And patch the walls, repair the walls, patch the
Why
That's
can't
why we
they
got
do
Wayne.
Then
that?
vote it down, then
We
vote
got
it down.
Wayne.
Then vote it down. I need a
You
motion
said
to
Wayne
do
was
that.
gonna do the building, inside.
That's why we hired
We're
Wayne.
doing one room.
So Wayne can't
So
do
why
that?
can't Wayne do it?
Wayne's been there all weekend. Why couldn't he have fixed this? Patch the walls.
Because he's doing other things, and he hasn't been there all weekend.
Yes, he has.
We'll check his time card and see how.
Oh,
No, I will. Don't worry about it, because I want to see what he's doing.
So anyway, I need a motion to hire Jerry Fiddler to,
How many employees does that make?
5, 7, 6, counting the secretary.
Okay, make your motion, somebody make a motion, or not.
Did we ever hand in that thing for the generator the DEP is requiring by the 31st of this month?
no,
So, what was, you need a motion now?
Did
Yeah.
we send
The
that thing
chairs
in
and
the
the tables.
DEP?
What was
that's
the
next,
quantity?
that's
No,
next.
they didn't.
I know they
Thirty-two
do.
I don't know why we
chairs
can't
and
paint
three
the,
tables.
This is
the
what
room
I'm
ourselves, but
It's supposed to be in by the
Is that gonna be
31st.
done
I don't know why
by
we can't have-
January
Or
third?
we get
Yeah,
kicked out
Wayne,
again.
Right.
Dave,
That's
Wayne
fine.
probably
available?
better, 'cause as I
Yeah,
No,
know,
I don't know.
Presumption.
All I know is they got come
Some
over
keys
there
have
and
to
the
go away.
holes are
It ain't
busted
worth
They
in
won't.
and,
They
and,
won't. Just
and I don't want it all over the freaking wall, I want it all over the trim and whatever else, okay?
understood.
Okay, now, if you wanna try Dave with his eyesight on the painting, that's fine.
Hang on, we definitely need the chairs and tables, right?
Yep.
We figure out the painting between now and then.
Well,
I would think.
absolutely, but the thing is, we're not gonna have another meeting between now and we'll have.
January
ready to
first
go.
meeting.
To clean the rug after you do the painting.
Put drop cloths down in here carefully, you shouldn't have paint on the floor.
Well, I agree, but why would you clean the rug before you paint?
I agree,
Okay,
and that wasn't the argument I was making, I was just saying that if you put drop cloths.
So that we're trying to get this done.
You
for
minimize that.
January
January
3rd. Third.
meeting.
Mine leaves the
I
blood.
make a motion, we
Uh,
have,
I,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Cleo. I've been talking to the secretary, and she has the equipment to do the carpet cleaning, and I'll be willing to help.
Perfect.
I think
That-
you'd
that's-
find more
that's-
people would volunteer.
that's-
There's quite a
that's
few
fine,
people
okay?
watching that would actually
But,
Right,
volunteer.
I would come help.
So what about the painting then?
What about the painting? How many people are gonna volunteer to paint?
You got the guy that's been painting for
I
5
would
years.
come help paint.
Wayne Smith, our maintenance person.
What's the other guy?
Mary Beth can also paint, and so can I.
Perfect.
Okay,
Good job, Nate.
Cleo made a motion.
here's the problem with Wayne is more per hour than the painter. I don't, and
But
then
the
we gotta buy
secretary
the,
and
we gotta
Hank are
buy the
offering
equipment, we gotta buy
to
the
do it, and
paint.
I'm sure
Let Dave
there's more
paint, he's been
people.
painting the water and sewer plant for 5 years.
What about the other guy we hired?
Good
Oh, yeah.
job.
I don't know how
We got
Dave-
another guy we hired.
Your son-in-law.
Why can't he paint?
Cause he gets paid the same as Wayne per hour, and they aren't
Well,
painters.
well, Dave don't then,
Are we
right?
missing the fact that
So-
Hank and the secretary?
So we're gonna
offer-
have the employees do the painting.
And we'll do it for free. I'll do it.
Right, the Hank and the
We're
secretary.
gonna have them patch the
I've
walls.
got enough free time over there.
Make a motion and,
I withdraw my other motion,
what was that?
have Wayne Smith take care of painting the patching holes,
I need
but we have.
a motion to have the employees do the painting and the wall repair and whatever.
Can I make a
If she can-
suggestion? Why don't we rephrase
can
that to
Hank-
volunteers?
Can Hank and the secretary do it?
The motion to volunteers and to collect, because the
So-
whole community's willing to help.
That would be the best thing, is have the community
Absolutely.
Yeah,
be free.
yeah, the first one gets an eye poked out or whatever, and
You have
they're already
insurance
over
for
there.
that.
That's what
Don't
insurance
get
is
on the
for.
paint like
Like
that.
the bad knees.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'll
we don't,
make a motion that, the secretary, I guess she volunteered
I volunteer too.
and, to paint.
the what?
And Hank to paint the
Room?
The big room.
the room, yes.
I thought he volunteered to do the carpet. We want paint too?
I do.
You want
said he
paint and patch the holes? Sure. Okay, all right. Need a second?
Can we have community volunteers come in and help as well? Cause I know you can get,
Yes.
you'll get community effort people will come to help you.
We should.
Do a work bee. I think it would be great.
What are you gonna do about insurance?
We have volunteer insurance.
Okay?
Paint at your own risk.
I need a second on the secretary and
Hank,
Hank
Second.
doing the painting.
Second.
Did we have a first yet?
Cleo?
Cleo?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll call vote. President, yes. Vice President?
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo?
yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Hank?
Yes.
Mansell?
Yes.
Okay, you guys got some painting to do.
The borough will furnish
Paint a lot of houses.
all the materials needed. I don't know what's downstairs, rollers or what.
We looked at all over. That's outside barn paint.
No, I'm talking about rollers
Oh,
and brushes.
I don't know.
Day
Okay.
in mind.
Dollar store.
Yeah.
Okay. Need a motion to buy 32 chairs and 3 tables so we can do
When do we plan
monthly.
on,
We're gonna do the monthly meetings here,
when are you gonna do that though? When are you gonna do it?
January 3rd.
January 2nd.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Bob,
I think it should be used for a generator, not tables.
need a second?
Where are you gonna get the chairs?
Well, we'll go to,
They get tables from Sam's Club or
we'll
what?
go to Sam's Club and look at the cheap folding tables and chairs. And I like those narrow chairs, the tables like that, like she's sitting at right there.
Not narrow ones. White tables. You only need 2 tables.
You need a table wider than what you got there?
I don't know why you need such a narrow one.
Well, I mean, we've got plenty of room
Spending more
where
time
we're
on
at.
table and chairs than it would.
But we need a second to buy 32 chairs and 3 tables. Or else you're gonna be sitting on the floor January 3rd.
I make a motion, or second the motion.
Second by Cleo. President, yes. Roll call vote. Vice President?
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo?
Yes.
Cindy?
No.
Hank?
Yes.
Ansel?
No, I think we need a generator.
Motion
I know we need a
passed
generator.
4-2.
See, I got my answer if we sent the paperwork.
Get the paint and rollers and that needed to have Wayne or somebody go up to Halls and get the paint and that.
Well,
You need tarps.
Send away.
Tarp downstairs and
yeah.
What the heck, city
Uh,
land?
Uh,
Let Dave do it.
uh,
He buys paint, brushes, rollers.
so,
My spend 20 bucks
Who?
an hour for
you,
Dave, the
no,
painter.
That's what we just got through saying.
Oh, you said Wayne.
You should Wayne.
Wayne or Dave, either
Well,
one.
let Dave. Dave's cheaper.
okay. So, who's gonna, I mean, we're back to square one now. We don't know. Why don't we let Hank do the buy-in?
Do I have the credit card?
Yep.
We just charge it at Halls.
Yeah, you can charge
Charge
it.
it to the borough and Halls,
Okay.
general.
Have somebody, when you get it,
What about
receipt, have somebody verify you
She
got
was
that.
gonna bring a carpet. I mean, you don't.
I'm sorry, what you saying?
We'll work
You
together
can't
on
pull
this,
it,
but
you
those
can't, you gotta
materials.
have a hot to pull it back up out.
Yeah,
of the
we'll put it
dirt.
together.
We'll work together.
Yeah.
That's what's happened the last 2 times they cleaned it, it looks like hell. You have a carpet cleaner? Okay, does it have like the hot water that sucks it out? Okay, that's good. All right, agenda, or excuse me, a motion to adjourn?
Before you do that, where are you gonna meet Anthony and I tomorrow on
That had
Saturday?
nothing to do with this meeting.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, so after the agenda, we'll set up.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll make a motion to be adjourned.
I'll second it.
Hand this to the secretary. I'm gonna advertise for a special meeting. Dr. Jeff.
I'd like to have you know, this year you have all these special meetings.
Well, this one had to be special if we adopted the budget, but we didn't adopt the budget. So now we're working without a budget come January 3rd, nobody gets paid. And so the president can call a special meeting. I'm gonna call a special meeting here in the next couple of days to adopt the budget. Was that?
The advertiser?
Not the, we've already got it advertised. We haven't changed it.
If you have a special meeting between now and the end of the year, we got week and a half, and we don't have time to advertise.
Well, we'll advertise.
There is a benefit to my math.
I never heard people argue to raise the tax against lowering the taxes. They want-
Well, you gotta defend yourself when you raise the taxes 42%, you gotta, I mean, let me think what I got going on here tomorrow night.
Well, you was the one that suggested
Yeah,
7 o'clock
yeah.
tomorrow night.
I gotta see my mother tomorrow at 1:30, so I don't see any reason, 7 o'clock at the borough office?
That works for me?
Okay,
That works for me.
tell me what you wanna see.
Just everything that you put out.
Okay.
you know, we're trying to get to the bottom of those documents you had there, so we're gonna have to be able to get to that.
And we'll have the minute books available to us?
Yep. Works for me? Works for me? All right then.
You're gonna be surprised.
I'm sure I will be. I have yet to be anything but surprised.
Surprises.
Paint the walls, you need a certain kind of lighting. So it depends on the goals.
We can definitely use your help there, too.
Yeah, I do try to do that the whole time. Show them all.
Actually, I'm not gonna.
There's a certain kind of material I use. I don't buy the ready-made stuff, and that's something I can drive and takes me long. I use 20 minutes. Stuff. That's why I use it. So you can start painting right away.